Hello, welcome to myabcenglish.com. I am your facilitator, Tamir. Today we are going to discuss about a very important skill in English learning, which is the writing skills. These tips will be useful not only for IELTS writing exam, but also for all the students who want to improve their writing skills and make it more effective. Before you start writing, you need to keep 3 things in mind. That number 1, who is your audience? Example, writing an email is more informal than writing an essay in an exam. Please remember that never try to be personal while writing an essay. You should adopt a general approach while writing an essay or a paragraph. On the other hand, you can afford to be a bit informal while writing an email. 2. What goal do you want to achieve by the writing task? 3. Understand the requirements or expectations of the reader. Please remember that planning and organizing your writing task is very essential for effective writing. If you do not plan and organize your writing, then you are most likely to commit mistakes, like rewriting, scribbling, etc. So, planning is essential for effective writing. You need to make a list of the ideas you want to include into your text and what to leave out. Organize them sequentially so that they make some sense in terms of being spontaneous and relevant. So, writing in paragraphs helps in drawing the attention of the reader to the key points in your writing. As I discussed in the Reading Comprehension webinar, that we need to focus on the first line of each paragraph. The reason for this is that the main idea of every paragraph is to be placed in the first line of the paragraph, to make the reader understand the context of the entire paragraph, and to keep him engaged while reading the text. So, you need to decide the number of paragraphs before you start writing, which is part of the planning process. Vocabulary plays an important role in writing, as usage of vague words impacts the quality of writing. For example, instead of using very happy, the use of the word elated is more appropriate and adds value to your writing. Please remember that never shy off from showing your vocabulary knowledge and your ability to organize the ideas effectively. Try to be as precise as possible in conveying your ideas to the reader, instead of using long sentences. Take care of the sentence structure and order of the sentence to convey your ideas effectively. Tips to improve your writing. 1. Try to write as lucidly as possible, as use of complex sentences may impact the accuracy and hence effectiveness of writing. 2. Knowledge of key phrases and collocation is really helpful to convey your ideas effectively while writing. It really impacts your presentation and is more appealing to the reader while reading. So, my advice would be to start using them in your everyday conversations, so as to become familiar with them and increase their usage. There is a separate video on commonly used phrasal verbs and collocations with their meaning and example sentences in this channel. 3. Please remember that there is a big difference between writing and speaking, as usage of contractions is advisable while you are speaking, but you need to use them while writing. 4. Keep the word count to minimum, contrary to the popular belief of writing long paragraphs. Remember, it is the quality which matters, not the quantity, so use of strong words is advisable instead of using vague combination of words, which sound very boring to the reader. 5. Most importantly, reading more and more helps you to improve your writing skills in terms of sentence structuring, improving your vocabulary, and reducing your word count by being more specific in your word selection, rather than expressing your ideas in vague terms. 6. Proofreading is very important in order to avoid errors while writing in terms of spelling, punctuation, and ordering of the sentences, which means going through the piece of writing again once you have completed it. 7. Consistent writing practice and getting it evaluated from an expert is helpful in improving yourself in terms of writing skills. 8. Your writing should be powerful and should grab the attention of the reader at the initial stages of reading the text by using a catchy phrase in the beginning itself, and keep the reader engaged throughout the reading process with respect to the content and by use of powerful, catchy expressions. 9. Repetition of words and ideas should be avoided, as it convinces the evaluator about shortage of ideas on part of the writer. 10. Please remember the use of active voice is advisable while writing, as it sounds more powerful while reading the text. 11. Relevance to the topic is very critical to get a good score. Please don't divert from the topic. 12. Summarizing while concluding conveys your ideas effectively to the reader and grabs his attention. So, I hope this lesson was useful for you. Please like and subscribe our channel to keep receiving updates.